Good morning. I had to make a video this morning because after I made the other one, you know, when I was talking about praying for help with, and I went into the bathroom and I looked in the toilet bowl. I happened to glance and there was red in the toilet bowl. And when I'm talking about red, I mean it was all the way around the top of the water, you know, against the...
Whose toilet bowl?
Your bowl. And then there was red all up the sides. And I looked at that and I thought, what is this? So then I went out and I asked him what it was. And he said, oh, that's just, you know, mold comes down there and it's in the mold. And I said, no, I've seen the mold before. You've had that a long time. I have never seen mold with red all the way around and up the sides. No, there's something else red. And to tell you the truth, he hasn't been able to come up with a satisfactory explanation.
I have, but you just do not believe in scientific facts.
What is that?
The stuff that grows around the outside of your bowl, you know, is black, and as it starts to drop down into the water, and besides that, I do take a lot of this dishwater crap and throw it in there. And anyway, remember the time I told you I had this whole bunch of tomato juice and I just dumped it in there? I said, I'm just going to leave that in the toilet and see when she has to go to the toilet and watch her have a heart attack.
You did that? You thought that? Well, anyway.
No, I flushed it down. I don't want you having a pet.
When was this that you decided to do that or thought about it?
I told you. Oh, 6-8 months ago.
Oh, well, this does not satisfactorily explain. So I've consulted with my relatives. We are all acquainted with bleeding in the toilet bowl. Yes. And my sister said that my dad used to leave blood in the toilet bowl every now and then and didn't die of it. It would apparently quit bleeding. But my dad once had a very severe hemorrhage, and if he hadn't been blocked with the hospital, they couldn't have saved him. And I know that he nearly bled out because when he came home from the hospital, he was snow white. He looked like a corpse. And then my stepfather died of hemorrhaging. My first cousin died of hemorrhaging. So when I see red in the toilet bowl, I came down one night, I got so agitated and demanded an explanation from him.
Is that why you're wearing red right now?
Yes. Well, unconsciously, I guess. This is red. This is the color of...
Yes, but your pants also are black with red stripes.
With red strips down it.
Could we ask a question?
But I'm telling you...
What color is your underwear?
This is how people die. I've told him this over and over. This is how people die. And so I'm just, you know, he hasn't come up. I can't think of anything that he could have put in there that would have done that, except one thing: blood. Blood, blood. But there's a possibility that he didn't even know that he was bleeding. I can absolutely see him, not paying any attention, not even seeing, but he was so irritable that day. He was driving me crazy. I had to pray
That's no drive now. You know it's just a real sharp putt.
And my sister said, is his coloring good? I've looked at his coloring. he seemed a little whiter. Do
That's 'cause I shaved.
Do you think his coloring looks good? Do you think that he's had a bleeding episode?
I have no idea.
That he doesn't know? He apparently doesn't know it. He's still trying to say it was the mold. It was in the mold.
Yes, but now that we're down into scatology, getting right down into the toilet bowl, I will let you know that ever since I was a little kid, that, you know, after you use the toilet paper, you throw it in there and you look in there, and if you see anything that looks like blood, I would be a little concerned. But for 74 years, I have looked in there, and I don't know, many people don't want to look at their own scat when it goes, you know. To me, I'm not that interested, but, you know, I want to make sure it gets flushed down there. And if I see some little red mark...
What was that red? It was not your mold.
You're not going to believe it, are you? No matter,
it is not your mold. I'm very well acquainted with his mold.
Because
I have
acquainted with
brushed it out many times, as well as he has.
You haven't either.
His toilet bowl is susceptible to mold. Once mold gets in these things, you can't get them out. And I don't want to catch his mold, so I'm trying to be very careful.
Wait a minute.
I don't take his mold up to my...
Wait a minute. Now, let's be honest about this. You sit on my toilet seat more times than I do.
No, I don't.
Yes,
maybe once a day. I think, yeah, I could think. But anyway, you know, wouldn't you be concerned if you were acquainted with a man like this that you know is pushing the envelope? He is risking
There's no envelope.
Death. My cousin was only 65. They found him dead.
Only 65? Most men are supposed to be dead at 65. Why do you think
He's 75.
Hello? Why do you think they made Social Security kick in at 65? Because, you know, back in the 30s, that guy was 65, he's dead.
Well, I can't help but feel very concerned about you. If
I know several people who didn't make it to 66.
Well, I know. That's the point.
I did not check out their toilets.
And you know, when you're dealing with someone like him, believe me, Medicare does not have to worry about someone like him. He does not go to the doctors. He hasn't had a blood test for God knows how long.
About 2 years.
It's
still blood, you know, isn't it?
And so he doesn't know the shape of his body, and he doesn't want to know.
I look in the mirror.
So
I'm not happy with the shape of my body.
Wouldn't you be concerned if you saw such a thing visiting his bathroom? I mean, it was all I could do to act calm. Instead of screaming and running in and saying, "Why didn't you tell me you..."
Well, I tell you, that's why I didn't put the tomato juice in.
See, but I've been praying for patience.
I had a heart attack and I wouldn't be able to pick you up.
Praying. And you know, this is a nation of drinkers. I'm sorry I said that word. I'm almost allergic. I'm almost allergic to it. But
well, now you become allergic to my toilet bowl.
Yes, I have. I find that I have almost... I've been brooding about this ever since I saw it. You know, saying, could it be this? Could it be that? Could it... I've prayed. I've asked for, could it be? You know, is he actually got a bleeder somewhere? And I still haven't come up with an explanation, another explanation. So he still hasn't answered satisfactorily.
Well, why don't you Google it?
What was there?
Google what's in my toilet, and what can be there, and what different colors are there, like yellow. Sometimes there's little streaks of blue, most of the time it's because of black and
Can't
red.
he understand the danger, the risk?
I've never stuck my head that far down into the toilet to get involved.
But can't you understand that you're running the risk of this very thing happening every day it's getting more risky. It's getting more possible that you would have an episode. And you know, he escaped. If he had one, he escaped. He still looks pretty good, don't you think? I mean, his color still looks good.
Like the shirt, all that good stuff.
I wish you could see this terrible looking shirt he's wearing. He has 35 or 40 shirts, but this is his favorite. It's hanging in shreds on him.
And my favorite
it goes
hat
with
too,
this hat.
Yes, with the hat.
He said that he wore it to the store today because people went panhandle.
I didn't wear
and
it.
And they wouldn't ask him for anything.
Matter of fact,
and I believed I believed that he wore it.
this to the store, I probably made $3 or $4. Here, you poor sucker. Boy, here's some money. Get yourself a drink or something, man. Oh, my God.
So here I am. I'm his only doctor. I mean, I'm the only one that sees him. You know, because he refuses to see any doctors. He will not go.
I don't refuse to see him.
Well, how often have you been in the last 5 years?
That doesn't mean I refuse to see him.
Wise. Oh, he doesn't refuse. He just doesn't do it. So it's only, you know, my sister, her husband is got 3 kinds of cancer, and he goes to the doctor every 5 minutes with some kind of treatment or other. She lives to the doctors.
See, I'm balancing it out, okay?
Me, I'm his sole help. I am the only source of help he has. If he's dying, he's not going to say a word. He's going to say, oh, it was the mold, it was this, it was that, it was the other. I'm the only one that's going to question his lies.
I'm balancing it out.
His lies.
These other schmucks
he would even lie.
The other schmucks are going to the doctor every friggin' day, you know, like to keep some guy alive that you wouldn't like in the first place. I am one of those guys that people like me, but they don't expect me to suck all of the money out of Medicare. See, there's the difference.
Oh, yeah. He's saving Medicare. Well, that's one thing he's doing, I must say. He's just trying to slip away without even being noticed. I'm the only one that even notices anything. And I don't know whether I'm, you know, maybe there's some explanation that I haven't thought about.
I know what it is.
I can't think of one, but
I know exactly
maybe.
What it is.
What?
Ever since I started cleaning the kitchen, you can't complain about the kitchen. So now when you go into the bathroom, oh, that don't look right to me. So I'm going to start cleaning the toilet bowl every morning. Every morning I get up, after I get done using it, I will clean it. Please
don't ever let
See, I told you.
me see anything like that ever again.
We're not even on.
Ever again.
We're not even on television.
Because this has
And
disturbed my
already we're getting
dreams. It has
derogatory
disturbed
comments.
my peace of mind. I've been trying to find out what that substance was.
I'm trying to tell you, but you don't want to listen.
It was mold.
Go
Mold
to the
that turned to
library.
red. Oh, yes. It's black mold that turned to red.
Call up ASU.
Oh,
They'll give you
yes.
in the biology department.
That just
Call
sounds
them.
so reasonable. No.
Well, if it's reasonable, then why should we
I have
worry
never
about it?
seen strains of red in that mold before, ever. I told him, I said, I have never seen your mold like that. Well, okay, I've done my best. I'm trying to save him, and if he won't cooperate and he won't help me, I don't know what I can do. So I'm just going to go back to praying.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you, why don't you pray that I clean the bowl every morning, that you don't have to look at it.
And don't frighten
That's
me
right.
like that.
There you go.
Yeah, I think that would be more considerate.
I would think so, too. Mm-hmm.
See?
That's it.
Yes.
I'm
All
cleaning
right.
the bowl
You
every
promise.
day.
You promise. Bye.